Okay, so you're all stocked up, you've got some food on hand, you've got your supplements, your vitamins, your masks, your gloves, and now what? What if the financial market crashes? What if I lose my house? What if I can't work? What if I catch it? What if it runs through the neighborhood? What if? Right? What if? If then, and then. That's what I would answer you, okay? So what happens if the coronavirus goes out of control? If then, right? If then. So what do I mean by if then? It means if it ever comes to that. If that ever happens, then we'll do this, then we'll do this, then we'll do this. And what do I mean by if then? What do I mean by that? It is the best advice and the only advice I can give to anyone who's worried about the coronavirus, who's worried about their own health, chronic health condition, whether it be fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue syndrome or anxiety or depression or autoimmune disease or cancer or heart disease or anything, right? If then. So what I mean to say is all we can do is be prepared. And when we have the facts, when we're prepared, when we've done what we can do, and we have a little sense of control and a little sense of safety, we have to realize that we don't know what's going to happen. We don't really have control. There really is no control. And so all we can do is the best that we can do, be prepared, make rational decisions in the moment, and then if that happens, this is what we're going to do. So what are we going to do? When I was going through my birthing plan, my wise doula once told me, she said, you're going to write out your plan. You're going to write out your whole birthing plan, everything that you want, and then it is not going to go the way that you expected or wanted it to. It most likely is not going to. So when that happens, if we ever get to that what do? We always do what we do. When we're in a situation where we need to make decisions, we always just choose the next best thing, right? If we can't have our best options, we choose the next best thing. We choose the next right decision, the next right action, the next best choice available to us. So right now, this wasn't planned, so this is one of our thens, you know? For me, I'm packing, I'm moving, I have to do this, I have to do that. There's all kinds of factors falling apart. The coronavirus is going on, I got a cold, everything seemed to happen all at once. So if then, which is now, happens, what do I do? And always when you're in a crisis situation, you always only just have available to you the next best option. And they always become available at the time. We can't conceive of them in advance because we don't know what the current environment or the situation is going to be. So rather than trying to think of a million different options and trying to make decisions for all of those future possibilities, we just wait until the future thing presents itself, and then we only have one thing that's actually happening, and we can choose the next right action, the next best decision. So right now, what is your next best decision? It's to get prepared. Maybe get some gloves, get some masks, stock up on some of your frozen meat and vegetables and fruit, get some canned products, get a few things in the house, wash your hands, right? Boost your immune system with some certain vitamins and minerals, whatever. Have some things on hand. And then what is your next best option? Is it to live in fear? Is it to play out all the future possibilities that could come? No, it is not. It is to live your life the best you can, to be who you are, to continue on with your healing, with your future planning, with who you want to become, to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. And then if something terrible does befall us, when we are in the situation that we can't conceive of now, we could sit here and have our monkey mind play out hundreds and thousands of different scenarios that could happen, and then the hundreds and thousands of different options that we could do in each of those scenarios, but that would fatigue you, it would tire you, it would be a waste of time. So stay grounded, stay in the present, and if then, right? And then we choose the next best option, and then we make the next right decision. So if that happens, then we will decide to choose the next best available option to us. And I know for some people who are chronically ill, they're thinking, but this and that, and I'm immunocompromised, and I already don't feel well. And what if it gets to me? If then, right? Then we decide, then we do our next best option. We're resourceful. Humans are resourceful beings, and they can always, when a terrible or a crisis situation arises, we have a bunch of options to us available at that time, and we will always choose the next right and best thing that we can do. And we couldn't plan for it if we wanted to, right? We can plan slightly. We can try to control our level of safety that we have, but we're never going to control safety. We're never going to control anything. Just life is going to unfold as it unfolds. We're like in the video game of life, right? We don't control life. Life is bigger than us. It is bigger and grander than us. And so we're in the flow of life. So it's better to go with the flow and make decisions as they arise, and just choose the next best possible decision that we can choose, and not pre-worry about it, not pre-worry in advance about it. So if you're prepared, if you've done a little bit of the preparation work, and you're asking now, what if this happens? If then we choose the next best option. Then we choose the next right decision. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I'm going to do one more video on the coronavirus, and it will be coming following this one, about the flip side, the positives about the coronavirus, and what we could potentially expect from our future. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I do have a playlist about the coronavirus. I'm going to be wrapping it up now. All the information's available in here, and of course you can get it anywhere else, but I have laid out exactly what I think you can do, you need to do, and hopefully this has been helpful to you. I really mean that, right? If then we choose the next right decision. It will get you through the coronavirus, it will get you through your chronic illness, it will get you through all your symptoms, and it will get you through life. So I hope it's been helpful.